Hello, hello. Welcome to Revolutionize your marketing, your business, your life. I'm really excited for this interview with Jamar Williams, the founder, entrepreneur, I dare say inventor at Promo Drone. And I love it when my guests bring props in the background. So I can't wait to hear more about what's going on with you and all the exciting things in the drone world. But Jamar, if you don't mind just telling my audience really quick, what you do and who you
Yeah,
are.
thank you so much. Happy to be here. Thank you, Reb. It's been a while. Good to reconnect. I'm Jamar. I'm the founder and CEO of Promo Drone. So we are in the outdoor dynamic display messaging space. So we build drones that take Vegas, that take Times Square. You put it on a drone and we fly it around for advertising, marketing, and public safety information. So we're fortunate. We're an OEM. We build and we sell these things to drone service providers, public safety agencies, venues, stadium spaces, event organizers, and everything in between as a way to communicate with crowds in a more effective way.
Yeah, I love it. And as a marketer, I really like it. I remember when we first met and seeing your first version and the beautiful drone that you have behind you, and it becoming more commonplace when you do go to an event or something outdoors, you now see your drones advertising us marketers, getting our clients out there. Tell me a little bit about who you do serve in the market space.
Yeah. So if we're talking about marketing specifically, concerts, festivals, any type of out of home
Hmm.
opportunity. So live events are a big part of our strategy. So anything from sporting to concerts, festivals, trade shows. We're looking at things like horse racing, F1 series, soccer
Oh my
leagues,
gosh.
anything from pro sports, even down to college, university, and high school sports, where you still have an opportunity to use this as an on campus asset. We're excited because when you think about the educational side of it, the STEM impact, not only is this a cool tool
Oh yeah.
for business and entrepreneurship, but also creating opportunities for business and entrepreneurship at the campus level, having students own the technology on the campus, flying it around the campus for advertising and marketing, and even security opportunities on campus. So that's some of the verticals. Then you have the public safety space, which are law enforcement, fire, missing persons
Mm.
notifications, active shooter, rally and shelter in place, rally point information. So we have that side of it as well. So government agencies, state, local, and federal, and private sector, which are venues, uh, event management companies, and then other drone companies that acquire the tech and become those purveyors of that experience.
Right. Wow, wow. I hadn't realized that you could, that was so many different opportunities and uses for it. Speaking of entrepreneurship, maybe take us back a little bit. How did you start the company? Like, where did you come from and what was the idea behind Promo
Yeah,
Drone?
no, that's a good question. So I live in San Diego now, but I'm originally from Baltimore, and I didn't know a thing about drones or aviation prior to really getting into this space. But what I did learn a lot when I was in banking for a long time was understanding customer needs, understanding how to recognize when there's an opportunity, when a pain point needs to be solved. So I got to experience some pain points firsthand as a drone pilot. I've been a pilot for 10 years, certified for the last 8 years now, since 2016 when they required the recertifications, the Part 107 certification. So I would fly my drones for real estate. I was one of the first drone operators with the drone in San
Uh-huh.
Diego. And in those days, we can say the early days, but really it was less than 10 years ago, which is how fast the technology's improved. Um,
It is, isn't
People hadn't
it?
seen it. Right now, you can buy them at Walmart. They're going to be delivering packages from Amazon and everything in between. They're making these things more community friendly, and that was the passion behind it. Because initially there was a lot of fear, apprehension, a lot of great curiosity and positive aspects. But most drone operations are clandestine. Who's flying it? What's this drone over my house? Why is it here? And I'm like, I'm just trying to shoot your neighbor's
Yep.
property in order to, help you really by helping this property sell, hopefully at an appreciated value, so that you're going to benefit from it. But they didn't. Not everybody understood that. So, but one thing no matter if they got it or not, 99% of the time they loved it. And even if they didn't, they still were curious. They were paying attention to it, right? So they would bring their cell phones out, point it at
Yep.
the drone. What
Yep.
is this? What is that? And I'm like, wow, if I can get you to take your attention from whatever show you're watching on TV, whatever app you're using on your phone, and then have that micro instance where you're for 5 minutes looking at my drone, that's powerful in marketing. That means we have something that's captivating. and you're solving two problems at once. You're bridging that gap between, the lack of understanding of why the technology is important and the clandestine nature of it, and then the fear factor. So you're getting engagement, you're getting all these things, and creating more community support around it at the same time. So it's kind of a dual approach.
Yeah.
And as a creative, my mind just instantly went to, what if you added a banner to a drone, and what would that mean? One thing led to another, and here we are 7 years later with digital displays, and we have people that are wanting to buy these things 20 at a time, to go to market.
Yeah. God, I can't believe it's been that long. Because I wouldn't say you were just getting started when we met, but you were definitely in the early stages. So that's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. No, it's been a great journey. Thank you so much. COVID was a big changing point for us. We started as a service-based company where we were doing a lot of the flying ourselves, and right when we were ready to hit the market, the ground running with contract opportunities, and this was not digital. This was a static banner using an off-the-shelf kind of DJI drone.
Right.
COVID happened and all the events shut everything down. I mean, COVID shut all the events down. So now we have this tech, we have this business, this for outdoor events and advertising, and we finally have a prototype ready, and we're ready to go to market, and people are ready to start using it at events, and then there's no events to be had. Which I was like, come on, like what's happening? But those unexpected disruptions oftentimes lead to some of the greatest opportunities if you have the right mindset. So something interesting happened. Our phone started ringing, emails started blowing up from all these drone companies throughout the world, like South Korea and Africa and Mexico and Italy. And they're like, we saw your banner drone. Can we buy it? Because we want to fly it in our country. And I was like, oh, okay. So now we don't have to think just service-based. We can think supply-based now. Now we don't have to be the boots on the ground flying them. We can help people understand how to make money themselves. And now we have a whole new opportunity to become a new identity. And that was our first foray into becoming more of a supplier OEM, which is our current business model.
Got it. So are you doing any of the flying? You're just doing the OEM
We do some
now?
because we're still early stage with the technology. So we do some as proof of concept. We won't say no to good revenue, if there's a good opportunity to fly the drone and show it off. Of course. Right. But really, we're all the flights that we do are to demonstrate that this works for our customers. Right. So we can say, we walk the walk, we talk the talk, we fly it. We can show you the receipts, so to speak. And this is what we want to give to you. We're giving you the opportunity to do this with our support behind us. So all the years of figuring out that we've done, we're giving you this kind of turnkey solution where you don't have to repeat the same mistakes. You can kind of expedite your ability to be successful using our roadmap that we can provide for you.
Yeah. I love it. It makes a lot of sense. So of course I see the drone behind you, and you said you started with like kind of the off the shelf GJO, and now you're OEM. When you walked back to set it up, I don't think people realize how big that is.
Let me show you.
Like, is that your biggest one there? Yeah, please do. Oh, that'd be great.
Just quickly.
Check this out.
But yeah, this drone's about 3.5 feet long. Let's see. Can you see here? So yeah, this thing's, my arms can almost barely fit to the other side of it. Right. So this is a 28-inch diagonal monitor, 5,000 nit brightness, so you can read it outdoor. Wirelessly programmable, so you can program the content that's on the drone remotely. So the drone can be in the air and you can still program what the audience is able to see. So that's important for a variety of reasons. One, as the situation changes, especially in public safety where things change on the drop of a dime, as the situation escalates, now you have the ability to communicate in real time and make those adjustments on the fly. Unlike a static plane where you have a banner you got to have that thing printed weeks in advance. You got to, one logo, one air, one message. You're able to actually adapt to the situation as the situation evolves.
Yeah. And I think that's interesting that local fire, police are thinking about this and using it. So I always kind of think of them as being late adopters, but it sounds like they really understand the importance of using tools.
Yeah, we've gotten good feedback. So we're newer to that market. The advertising side's been our core. That's what we started that way. So that's our new territory. So we've gotten good feedback. We do have agencies interested. But those processes take a little longer sometimes because there's a little more considerations that go into deploying technology at scale. But so we're still looking for kind of that beachhead with like which agency is going to be like the agency that gets it the most. But so far, we've gotten so much good feedback. We're just very
Right.
grateful. We're just trying to figure out where the cards are going to fall with that side of it. But it's exciting.
Sure.
It's
Oh,
exciting.
good, good. Do you have any like crazy stories of a current client? God, I hope no one shot any of your drones
No.
down, but I can only imagine there's got to be some interesting stories.
It's been rather fascinating. People tend to love it. It kind of the cool thing about it that I think is unique is it kind of sells itself, right? When people see it, they get it, and then I think one of the
Yep.
hardest things in business is finding like a unique value proposition and finding a product market fit, right? So being able to have a product that
Yep.
fits not only core markets but have our customers and the people that see it tell us all the ways that it can be used, right? Normally businesses are like this is how you can use it
Right.
and it can do this and do that. Customers tell us all the new ways that this thing could be used that we never would have thought of. So we stay excited because we learn so much from our customers, feedback because they're telling us. Like for instance, we were talking to somebody recently that was in the like prison system, as a CO, correctional
Oh,
officer, and they were like, we would love this in the prisons because this thing could fly around and give instructions and be part of the like Overwatch, but providing information at the same time. So where there's a lack of personnel, this becomes
right.
a new member of your team essentially that can help, get
Huh.
information around the yard, but also give instructions in time, when people need to, have instructions. We did sign a letter of intent recently for a customer on the East Coast for 20 of these drones. Right, so that's a media company that
Oh, all
typically has
right.
trucks, the billboard trucks that you've seen with the screens on them. They're looking to
Yeah, yeah.
verticalize their you know output now. So not just ground based advertising, but aerial digital advertising at the same time. So that's pretty exciting.
I love that. Are you though challenged with like city regulations and the FAA? Like, how are you maneuvering
Yeah,
that?
so our everything we do is Part 107 compliant. So we built this drone to be under 55 pounds. So anywhere you can fly, a DJI drone that you would see most often, you can fly our drone. So we're in the same weight class. So even if that drone's
Okay.
only 5 pounds, and our drone, this prototype's about a little over 40 pounds, they're still considered in the same weight class. So we're able to fly anywhere you can fly a regular drone. When you become Part 107 certified, which we recommend all our pilots have to be, you have to be Part 107 certified to fly commercially. You learn the rules of the
Sure.
road, how to check where you can and can't fly, and how to fly a drone safely. Right. So we do offer training. Part of this
Yep.
package when you buy our drones is you get some out of the box training, but then there's some optional add-on training, more advanced training where you become a promo drone certified operator, and that gives you access to kind of our network of opportunities. So if we have a festival or an event that wants to use our drones as a service, and we don't do the servicing necessarily, we'll say, hey, we have customers out there that are promo drone certified. And then now we're bringing that book of business to our customers. So our customers are more incentivized to buy the drone and become certified because now we're able to pair them up with job opportunities
Huh.
at the same time.
Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. I love it.
Thank you.
Very cool. Well, I mean, you look at the kind of the evolution over the last 7 years and where you are today. What's up next? Like, what are you guys looking to
Yeah,
do in the
thank
next
you. Good
phase?
question. So we have come a long way, but we have a long way to go, right? So we're being first to market. It's awesome, but also has its challenges, right? Because there's a huge learning curve, there's a huge educational curve to this. We have to build awareness around it. So we're raising funds right now. We're in our seed round. We've done a lot. Everything you've seen to date, we've done
Oh,
pre-seed. We've raised, money pre-seed. Now we're raising up to
wow.
$1 million right now for our seed round, and we're looking for capital to commercialize it. This is a
Whew.
prototype. It's near OEM quality, ready to go. We have pre-orders on it. We have letters of intent. We have traction. We have a bunch of other revenue models that we have in addition to this, like contracts. We have a contract with the city of San Diego for inspection work and all these other things that help bring in revenue.
Yeah.
So it's expanding some of our other verticals, reseller opportunities to sell other drone technology, getting more contracts to do ancillary type of work. That's we serve as the prime contractor, and then we subcontract the work out to reputable drone companies, and a lot of them are veterans. So like the contractors that we have now on our projects, they're
Hmm.
veteran owned drone companies that execute on these contracts. So we like to support veterans at the same time. And then we want to commercialize this product. So though that's a prototype, we're looking to go to market by late this year, early next year with the fully fleshed out off the shelf version, complete with AI. We haven't talked a lot about the data, but we do have AI built into this thing through an investment from Google. They're helping us build it out, where we're able to, while the drone's in the air, we're developing technology that will be able to provide infographic and demographic information. So what type of audience members are there without personally identifying anyone, right? So we don't know your name, your phone number, your
Right.
marital status, your address, but we know that you fit an archetype, so to speak. So anything that's visually observable by the naked eye,
Right.
now we have AI that can count the crowd, tell us the gender of the audience, by age, and now we're able to provide that through a visualization dashboard to the brands that pay for those spots. So now they have insights into their audience demographics to help them make future campaign decisions on how to market. So now we're becoming a data company at the same time. So really becoming more into our data identity, selling as many of these drones as possible to have more touch points for understanding data. And then building us up to a highly profitable, investor focused operation.
That is so cool. I really like the data side. That's really interesting. Are you able to see if people are looking at the drone? Are you able to quantify that as well?
Yep.
Wow.
So we're working on things like how long people are
Amazing.
looking at it, what ads are most effective, and then eventually machine learning will do things like switch to ads based on the engagement factor in order to make sure that the drone is being maximized for that crowd.
Wow. Awesome. Well, oh my gosh, I wish we had more time. Well, we'll definitely have to have you back on. I want to see how things progress and after you get through this round of funding. I usually have like professional B2B professional services. So I love that you've got a product, you're an OEM. What's your advice for people in your space or entrepreneurs that are, trying to do what you're doing?
The biggest thing is like be patient. I think a lot of people have these goals. They're like, I want to be this and that. I'm like, it takes time. Align yourself with the right people. Get advisors, get mentors, get people that have more experience than you do, so you don't have to repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Be confident, courageous, step out of your comfort zone, right? That's one of the biggest things. Comfort is where dreams go to die. So really, take those meetings, do those pitches, talk to people you wouldn't normally talk to, network in places you wouldn't normally network with, and you'll be surprised how the right opportunities will start to align with you. So believe in yourself, know that you're worthy of the success, because sometimes that imposter syndrome is a real deal when you're starting to get some success. So know that you're worthy, that you're building something that the world needs, that your voice is important, that what you're creating is important. Stick by it. Walk with your head high and stay consistent and build the right people behind you and trust the process ultimately.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Be consistent, patient. It's funny. I was talking to somebody else and they said the exact same thing.
Yep.
Be patient. That's something we all can learn. Well, thank you so much, Jamar. If somebody wanted to learn more about Promo Drone, invest, what's the best way for them
they can go to our
that?
website. It's www.promo-drone.co, or just send us an email at info@promo-drone.co. Either one of those. We're also on Instagram. We're building that up a little more. LinkedIn is where I do a lot of my business. So you can just look for Jamar Williams on LinkedIn with Promo Drone. And if you're on Instagram, it's just promo.drone on Instagram.
Okay, perfect. Well, we'll definitely be highlighting you on our LinkedIn. Looking forward to that. And if you are looking for marketing support, entrepreneur businesses, you want to revolutionize your marketing, give Rebel a call at 858-848-7325. Oh my gosh. And we'd love to help you. As we know, good marketing, whether it's the form of a drone or messaging, are important to grow your business. All right. Thanks,
Thank you so
Jamar.
much, Rick.